time, and you're
Go ahead.
live. Live. Hello, Jackie.
Hi, I was
Hello.
totally here. I was totally here. Yeah.
Okay. We're live. And it may just be you and I, because I don't see anybody in. Oh, well, there are 7 people watching now, but nobody in the chat. So I might have to put on my phone
Okay.
to see the chat.
Well, hello, 7 people.
Hi, 7 people, whoever you are now.
Now,
8 people.
will I be able to see? Will I be able to see the chat or no?
I don't know. It's not showing up on my screen, so I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. So I'm going to open it on my phone and see if I can find out.
That's what I was.
Oh, there's okay. We got Sandy.
Well, hopefully,
is in the chat. Hi, Sandy.
Look at us. Oh.
And Ola Joe.
Hi,
Good
Sandy.
morning, Ola Joe and Jessica.
Wow. Hi, Ola Joe and Jessica.
And there's our Adam. Hi, Adam. How are you?
Janet and Adam. And is Adam like the British Adam?
Adam is Crafty Wool.
Is that your British? Is that British Adam?
That's my British friend Adam. And
okay,
Renee,
all right, yeah.
Everybody.
Hi, Renee.
Welcome to the Madhouse. We're having the debate over who's the evil twin and who's the good twin.
Whatever this is, yes. It is the... I was going to say it's good versus evil twin. However, but I want y'all to keep this in mind. Today is Lynanne's podiversary, but mine was 4 days ago. So I was here first.
You won 4 days ago.
So I feel like the good one always shows up before the bad one.
No. Oh, Adam is Hungarian.
Hungarian British. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That must be an awesome accent.
I'm wondering. I need to hear it. Well, I've heard him on his YouTube channel.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Josephine.
Hi, Deborah.
Camilla Bell.
Hey,
hello. Deborah. Fuzzy Butt. I remember Fuzzy Butt. I feel like, wait a minute.
Hi, Diane.
Is that a yarn Fuzzy Butt? Why does it sound so familiar? Hi, Diane. And Tennessee Jenny. I'm guessing that's what TN stands for. I'm American. I default. Huh?
Renee said she's never seen you, so she doesn't know if you're the evil one or not. Well, she needs to resolve that and go check out Jackie's channel. Hi, Sunshine Susie.
I can't believe that.
I can't either.
I feel like y'all have you have shills in the chat. That's what this is. I've never heard of. How could you have never heard of me?
I know, right?
I know.
Latch. Yeah. I haven't done latch hooking since I was a kid, Diane.
Dang. Yeah, that's been a hot minute.
If I could figure out how to drop a link in, Renee, I will. Otherwise, on the replay, there'll be a link in the description box.
What are we talking about?
A link to your channel, love. I'm not savvy like that. So
well, I don't know. Let's see if this works.
Currently do not have any you're not a moderator, so you can't. And I don't have any moderators in the chat right now that can drop a link. My moderators are all busy today, so we're just going to have to be very careful to make sure that none of the crazy people decide to drop in.
So do you have to assign...
glad you're here, Coley.
Do you assign moderators through YouTube or...
Through YouTube, yeah.
Well, how do you do that? How do you make somebody a moderator?
It's a thing. I think I can make you a moderator right now, baby.
Okay, also, what do the XPs mean?
The what?
I'm just curious. I've never seen this before.
The what?
It has like a little crown, and it has like number 1, number 2.
Not a clue.
Oh, okay. Only certain people have it though. But yeah. Anyway.
I'm not that savvy. Hello, Brian. How are you? Type her name
Brian.
in the search bar.
I think I met
Hey, Hal Crochets.
Brian before. Brian is a
Thank
crocheter, right?
He is. He's a fantastic crocheter.
He has a YouTube channel.
He does not. He is thinking about starting one. He does
Okay.
beautiful, beautiful work. He was on our Boggy Creek Live last night with us and was showing us some of his beautiful mosaic blankets that he's done. Um,
Ooh, mosaic. I have not tried that one.
oh,
Oh,
Diane said
oy.
she just thought she'd give you a crown because you're so special.
Who's got a crown?
You.
No,
Okay,
I didn't
Brian
mean me.
found
I
you,
just
Jackie. Brian's found you. It's not hard to find her. She's easy to
what?
find. Brian said he found your channel. Right, Wendy? Way beyond beautiful blankets, Brian does. Thank you, Roseanne. Appreciate it.
He found me?
Oh, the crown has something to do
He
with
found
the
me?
number of times you comment. See, people who are smarter than me have this all figured out.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I'm still coughing.
I don't
So,
I
hey, guys,
I
did you know?
can't
And
tell
I
if
just looked
I'm
my.
having issues or if it's
I don't know. What is it? You're kind of skippy, but I don't know if it's me or you.
it's
Are you
being weird.
are you being frozen? Oh, she just froze out on us. Brian does not have a channel yet, you guys. He's thinking about starting one in August,
Am
but he's not sure. So
I
right
frozen?
now, there's no. Yeah, you're jumpy. Hi, Maria. Hi, Ellen. Yeah, it's not often that we get together, but when we do. Hi, Gary. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you're cutting out for people, Jackie. Hello. I think she's frozen. Oh no, we lost Jackie. She's frozen. Hello, Jackie. Come in, Jackie. Uh-oh. Try logging off and going back in. I'll bring you back up. Good, Renee. You will have a blast. Jackie's channel is so much fun. She makes everybody laugh every time. Oh, okay. She popped out, and hopefully she will pop back in on watch. So I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm wearing my Hawthorne tee that I made out of what some kind of sock yarn. I can't even. What was it? I can't even remember. But it is. I haven't washed it yet, but it is so soft, and I wore this a couple of times, and I love this top. I'm going to make another one, and the next one I'm going to make when I do the section in the round, I'm going up a size in crochet hook because as well as this fits, I want it to be a little bit looser. And um, this is a cotton wool blend, so there's not a whole lot of stretch to it. And here comes Jackie. So I think if I go up a hook size when I'm doing the part in the round, it will be just a tad bigger. As well as it's just this. I want it to be a little bit. Will be just a tad bigger. You have something else on. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, guys. I'm going to be making another one of these for Sydney out of the.
Hello?
Well, I got you now. We were hearing an echo, but you're good.
Can you hear me
We
now?
can hear you. We lost you. Your video is gone, but we can hear you. Yeah, Jenny, I just did half double crochets. Actually, I did herringbone half double crochet. And no, I did not lengthen the sleeves at all. This is the length of the sleeves that it came with. If you wanted to, you could make this panel wider by just doing more rows, and you can make it come all the way down to here if you wanted to. It's very very customizable because you do this part in two separate panels and then you attach them and then do the body in the round. So easy to do. And it's called the Hawthorne Tee. It's a pattern by Hanjan Crochet. I think her name is Hannah. So easy to do. Isn't it great? It's a great pattern, Jenny. Jackie, we lost you again. Oh, the joys of lives, right, Adam? Anyway, while we're waiting for her, I have to get comfortable. Oh, she poofed again. So anyway, yeah, it's a great pattern, Ellen. It's so easy to do. Um, okay, Brian, I'll email you the pattern. Um, it's a paid for pattern on Ravelry, but it's really, really easy to follow. And her step by step instructions are really good because once you get these two panels done, you have to, in order to get the lacy part to show, you have to block these before you start. So this isn't one you can just keep going and going and going. You make these two panels and then block them so that the lacy part is, blocked the way you want it. And then you start, I think you start in the back and you attach them and you just go round and around and around. And I don't know if I can show you, but excuse me. On mine, I added the same pattern that's the sleeves on the bottom as an edging. I don't have a lot of room to stand up and show you. So I did 3 rows of this pattern on the bottom to add a different edging. So she doesn't have that on there. I just added it in. It didn't fit the exact pattern all the way around, so I had to fudge it in the back, but you'll never know. So yeah, I add the lace part around the bottom. If I do this again, I think I'm going to go maybe 4 or 5 rows on the lace because it has a tendency to flip up. So I want it to go just a little bit longer. So, but anyway, it was really cute and it was a lot of fun to do. And now she's back. Let's hope she has a better connection. Thank you, Naomi. Ah,
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
we can see you. We can hear you. I can. I don't know. You guys, can you see her? Can you hear her? What yarn did I use? I can't remember the name of it. It was you know what? I have my book right here. I think I put it in here. The Hawthorne Tee. Oh, that's right. It was Universal Yarn Philly. It's a sack weight that's 46 cotton, 35 superwash merino. And I used a 4.5mm hook for the whole thing. Hi, sweetheart. There's my daughter. Say hi to Allie.
Hi, daughter.
So I think next time I'm going to go up to I'll do 4.5 here for the lace part, but when I do the body in the round, I think I'm going to go up to a 5mm just to get it a little bit looser. The size is fine. It fits okay, but I think I just want it a little bit looser and a little bit drapier. So
did you block it?
I did block it, and it's cotton wool, so it didn't block a ton.
Okay,
And
did you pin it when you blocked it?
mm-hmm. And I
How
don't know.
much?
I just feel like if I went up a size, it would be too big.
Okay.
And I think I just went up a half a hook size, it'll give it a little more loosey-goosiness instead of being, I mean, it fits. It's not uncomfortable. I just wanted a little bit looser. That's all. So I think I'm just going to go up half a size.
Okay. I am having such issues, and I apologize to all of y'all in the chat because I'm on my tablet at this point. You can try to block it again, and it could give you just that little bit extra that you're wanting. If that's, a thing. Is it like you want it to be a little longer, or you want it to be a little wider?
A little bit wider, a little bit.
Okay.
Well, not even wider. It just seems it's a little stiff. So I want it to be a little bit, a little more drapey. And I'm not explaining it well because the yarn itself is not stiff. It's really soft,
Right.
and it's not uncomfortable. Like, this is definitely garment worthy stuff. I just think it needs to be a little more flowy. I think the stitches are too tight. Maybe it's the stitch because I was doing the herringbone half double crochet. Okay. Yes, additional drape kind of a thing. So maybe if I didn't do the herringbone half double crochet and just did half double crochets, it might change the feel of the fabric from being a little bit stiff. It's not necessarily the fit. It's just the feel. Do you get what I'm saying? I may not be making a lot of sense.
Yeah, but is it more cotton than wool?
It's 46 cotton, 35 wool.
Okay. That's probably it too, since cotton doesn't stretch.
Right.
Okay.
The color is called Thaw. This is Universal Philly in the colorway Thaw. And I don't think they have it anymore. I think I got this on clearance.
I hate when that happens.
Thank you, Fuzzy Butt. Yeah, I want a little more drape. I think the stitch choice and the hook size, if I changed it from herringbone half double to just regular half double and going up that half a hook size, it'll make a big difference. I have this same yarn in a different colorway, very similar, but more blues than grays. So I'm going to try it again.
Okay, hold on. So is that DK?
No, it's fingering weight.
Okay, and you used, what size?
I used a 4.5 millimeter hook, which is what the pattern suggested.
Okay, never mind. I was going to ask the word. You know the word that I always ask.
I did swatch because
I wanted your swatch.
Yes, because it was this. She suggests doing this, the lacy part.
Right.
Swatching and blocking the lacy part to make sure you're going to get the look you want on this, and get your stitches, and then go on. So, because this is in the round.
Okay. So this part at top. See, I need. Hold on. So the part on the top. So I'm just asking. Forgive me if y'all fall.
And I'll tell you.
Okay, hang on. No, stay there. Stay. Oh my God. All right. So this part right here, right? Look, it's a visual. Okay. This part, you did the swatch for.
Yes.
And this part was done back and forth.
Yes. Well, actually, yeah, it was back and forth.
So this part right here fits fine, right?
Yes.
It's when you started working in the round. This part right here is the part that you wish was a little.
Just a little bit drapier. It's not even that it's too tight. It's just. I don't know. I think I'm not explaining it very well. Because how light and loosey lacy this is up here, and the point is so solid.
See, I can't hear the volumes all the way up, and I can't hear you. But because usually if you're making something in the round, you should swatch in the round because your gauge is different flat than it is in the round. So that might be why she didn't have. No, okay, listen, I understand that you swatched. I'm just explaining the difference might be why this part doesn't have the same relaxed kind of feel as the top part because it was done in the round.
This was blocked now twice, where this part has only been blocked once. Because
I still think in the round also affected it.
Yeah,
you can block the bottom half.
I could. I don't know. It's fine the way it is. I'm just thinking the next time I make it. Okay, Brian, answering your question. If you need anywhere from, if you're going to make an extra small, you need 830 yards. Up to a 5X, you need 1740 yards. I made the 2X, which was, my eyes are unfocusing, 1,380 yards.
Hi, Mandy.
So
I'm trying to catch up in the thing. You talk, but because I can't hear you. Hello, everybody that I haven't said hello to. Vivian, Ellen, Annette, Mandy, Wendy. I think that's oh, and Allie.
I agree, Ellen.
Naomi,
all the good yarns get discontinued.
Roseanne. Okay, by the way, everybody who's in here, if y'all could hit the like button for Lynanne, I'm sure she would appreciate that.
Yeah, I would. Oh yeah, Brian, you're way safe.
Hit the like button. We got 59 people in here, so we should all hit the like button. Let me see if I can get to the like button.
Drinking my coffee, you guys.
Okay, yeah. We've got 37 likes and 59 people, so mathematically speaking, that's at least 10 that haven't hit the like button yet.
What's the other colors, Brian? I have Thaw, and I have one other one that's got it's more blues. Now I wish I had gotten more, because again, they discontinue all the good stuff. Thanks, Jenny. I appreciate that.
I hate that I can't hear.
Why can't you hear? I don't know. Put your headphones in.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. So I'll be right back.
Okay,
talk to the chair.
Okay, we'll talk to the chair. Yes, change it to a heart button. I agree. Yes, we have a debate, her and I. Debate the merits of swatching. I'm not a big fan of swatching. I think it's a waste of yarn. But I did swatch this because I really wanted this to be something I wanted to wear. My original thought was I wanted to wear it to Jack's graduation night, but it was too cold, so I ended up wearing long sleeves. But I did end up wearing this to his party a week later with a pair of black capris, and it was perfect for that day. Well, you can't really swatch then frog if you're swatching then blocking it, because then you frog it, and then that part of the yarn feels one way, and the other part of the yarn is the same way. I just think it's.
Don't mind me.
I know. Thaw. Oh, Blossom and Robin. I didn't see those colors. Pooh. Thanks, Mandy. Anyway, we've been on here for 25 minutes and we really haven't said a whole lot. But that's okay.
Okay.
It's just chat among friends.
I don't.
If it needs to fit, you're not making it. Good idea, Adam.
No.
Thank you, Naya. Appreciate that. Did I say that right? Naya, Nyna? That's pretty.
For whatever reason, remember the first time we went live together? Do you remember?
It happens.
This is very reminiscent of
Nona.
that.
Oh, okay. Cool. It's very pretty. Oh, Robin's is a rusty brown. Ooh, that sounds beautiful.
I want to cry.
No crying allowed. There's no crying in crochet.
Okay,
Hey,
I will
Lynn.
sob. How's that? I
Okay.
will weep immensely.
Okay, you can do that if you want to.
I just don't understand. I don't understand why. Like, I feel like I can't participate in a conversation because I can't see what's being said and I can't hear you.
Turn your tablet all the way up and
Turn
go
my
into, and then on the YouTube if on the page on YouTube or on there should be a volume on
for the
the,
StreamYard.
yeah, the actual video to make sure that that's turned
Okay.
up all the way.
Well, yeah, I see. I don't see anywhere on StreamYard to adjust the volume.
Let me see if it's in. Hold on. Okay, nope, it's not there. Huh. Is the volume all the
Like,
way up on your tablet?
yeah, the volume is all the way up on my tablet, and I have. Hang on. Say something.
Something.
Okay, that was better.
Okay, see?
Okay.
We figured it out. Thanks everybody for all your help. Yes, autocorrect is ridiculous.
I like autocorrect sometimes, most of the time.
Sometimes, but most of the times they want to correct me to something I don't want to say. There's just times that you want to say SHIT and mean
Oh,
it.
oh, I see. Well, that's that's a whole
It's a whole other kettle of fish. I get it.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. I didn't realize that that's the direction in which we were going, but
Not normally. So
but
what are
you know
you
what
working on?
me?
Yeah.
Okay. um, it's supposed to be a shawl. And I don't know if I mentioned it. Yeah, okay. I'm still in the process of recording videos, but I am in the Summer on the Lanai Mal, which is basically a Golden Girls themed Makealong.
I
And
saw that.
so you just want to make sure that it's the colors of the Golden Girls, or just some way that does that. So I dug some yarn out of stash that had the perfect colors, and I tried to make a shawl, and I had to remake it like 5 times, and then I just gave up and decided to just do this. So it's gonna be a granny something.
A
I
grand
I
something.
would I would like to figure out how to make it into like uh a a wrap, like rectangle. Each yarn color represents, one of the girls, and I have just started tying all of the different colors together so I don't have to weave in all the ends at the end. And so I might just make like blocks with all 4 of the girls together. And because I have to be extra, I didn't just randomly say I want to use these colors in this order. There's a scene in one episode that is the funniest. It's one of the funniest ones, but it's like the one I always think about. And are you a Golden Girls person?
I've
Okay.
watched it. I'm not like uber to it, but I do know most of it.
Okay. So the scene was when it was the episodes when Dorothy was actually getting diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome, and but the doctors kept dismissing her or whatever. And then the B story was Blanche decided she wanted to become a writer, and she would just stayed up all night long trying to write, and she was delirious. And she goes into the kitchen and she's talking about just how devastating how devastating the life of a writer is, because she feels like she's done the best job ever, even though she hadn't slept. And Rose had put egg yolks in a Ziploc baggie, and Blanche is like, oh, and Sheila says, oh my God, little bags of sunshine in a bag. So funny. So what I did was I wrote down the order in which each of the girls spoke, like in that whole scene. It started with Sophia talking to Rose, and then Blanche comes in and Dorothy comes in last. So that's the order of the colors that I chose to make this project. I know. How extra is that?
It's very extra. Very, very extra. And the colors scream 1980s grandma's lanai.
Yep. Yep. And there's one bonus color that just happened to be hanging out. And look, I don't know if you
Egg yolk.
it's gold. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't even make that connection. I was like, it's gold, but
It's
I
gold
like
for Golden Girls. There you go.
it's egg yolk golden. So that's that's fun. That's so fun.
Brian made a suggestion, and you could probably do it.
Okay.
Take your squares on point for the length of your wrap, then work a ripple on each side of the squares.
Okay. I know that he said that he's Hungarian English. Can he do
No, that's
Brian.
Version? That's
Oh,
Brian.
I'm sorry. I'm mixing him up with
Adam.
Adam. Okay.
Who knew exactly what you were talking about, by the way. He put in there little sunshines in a bag. He knew exactly what you're talking about. Hey, Trishy.
So I don't know. What does that mean? Let's see. Putting the squares on point. Okay. What is that? Like,
so turn them, instead of
like
square,
diamond,
turn them
like
diamond shape.
Okay. And then
doing a ripple back and forth.
Oh.
To get your.
Okay.
Brian's very creative that way. He has that creative mind.
Somebody's gonna have to tell me what these little. Do you see it in the chat? The crown purple hashtag number 3.
I do not.
Really?
Really.
Hi, Trisha.
Trisha is my moderator, so she's blue with the little wrench.
Yeah. No, I just saw her. Yeah, but like if you look at what is 70-ish? What? Yeah, like if you see.
Yeah,
Brian.
the pattern's a very 70-ish pattern.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're seeing. That isn't even showing up on my phone, my love.
Okay, let me see. Can you see my phone?
Yes, I do.
So you see the like next to Brian's name?
I do. Crown number 3.
Yeah.
Somebody said that that's the because they're chatting the most. Top commenters. Is that what that is? Yeah, top commenters. Thank you, Trishy.
Oh.
See, I know nothing. I get on here and I pretend I know what I'm talking about, and I really don't know a whole lot.
Okay. Well, you know what? Can I take this moment to do a selfish plug, right quick? Well, but in a kind way. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jackie, the Good Twin, and I'm Crochet HD. Lynanne forever says my name wrong. I've written it out for it, like phonetically spelled it. Crow, like, blackbird. Shady, like can't be trusted. Oh, wait, hold on. Anyway,
see, that's why you're the evil one.
And then HD, like high definition. So anyway, what I wanted to say is every August since I started my YouTube channel, I host the I Love the 80s Makealong. And this year, this is our 3rd year, and I think this is the biggest year thus far. And I would like for y'all to consider, if y'all are an 80s fan, to join in the Makealong. It starts August 1st and it runs till September 30th. I have more information on my YouTube channel, but I wasn't trying to go there like that. That wasn't the whole purpose of that. But if you have any questions specifically, you can like maybe ask in the
comments.
I keep wanting to say prescription box.
Okay, now you're gonna make me say that. Because I
No,
can't.
I would never make you say prescription box. That would be wrong. Yeah. Anyway,
But it'd be me. I would say that.
This year we have the yarn that we have special dyed for this year's Makealong is inspired by Prince songs. So if you love purple or anything that is purple adjacent, I think I don't know if our dyer has closed the pre-orders or not yet. I will find out, but the colors are gorgeous. Do I have them in here?
I think you showed them on your video the other day. I'm trying to find mine from last year.
Well, what I'm trying because if everybody here hasn't seen anything, I just wanted to show you. So here's one. It's not.
But
Shameless.
here, listen. I'm going to make you big so people can see it.
Make me big.
Solo layout.
Look at me. I'm big. Okay. This one is the Purple Rain collection, and the song inspiration. Whoops, sorry. I'm sorry. My lighting is not great. It's when doves cry, controversy, Purple Rain, Little Red Corvette, and Darlin' Nikki are these colors. And I can't believe I remembered that. This one is, I don't remember, 1999. Raspberry Beret, Erotic City, Kiss, and I don't remember. Sorry. So anyway, we've got really cool yarns that if you want to use any kind of Prince inspired colors, that's dope and dope and dope. And it's almost the right URL, Trish. At least on this end, it looks like it cut off the HD.
No, it's on here. It's fine. It's all the way there.
Oh, okay. And then let's see. If you don't want to do Prince colors, or you just want to like pull from your stash, that's fine. I have two shawl patterns that I've designed. Oh, by the way, do you have something to show, Miss Ma'am?
No, only because it's not in here. It's way in the living room. It's where I work on it, but I do enjoy it immensely. It is very easy and very customizable when you want to put in the customizable part.
Right.
And I'm thinking of it like a record. So
awesome.
I'm using a really light color and a very dark color of the same color family. Ooh. So it would look like
the grooves of the
grooves, and then the part where between each song. And I'm staggering them. I'm not making each section the same size. So it looks like this song was shorter, this song was larger. Right. So there's no rhyme nor reason to it.
That's cool. That is so cool.
Do you have a Google Doc sign up, correct?
Right, I do.
You go to her page, her YouTube page, and find the video, and you guys can sign up for it.
Okay, let me think. Okay. So all right, back to my little thing. All right, so we have two shawl patterns that were again designed specifically for this Makealong. The one that Lynanne was just talking about is the Tunisian crochet version, and the I guess the inspiration, like she was saying, like a record, is because of Prince, songs, whatever. And it'll make sense when you see the pattern. So I don't want to try to go too much into that one. And the other one is a traditional crochet pattern. It's called the Granny Bop Shawl. And you make it like a normal granny stitch shawl, except every now and again you put in little bobble stitches in place of one of the 3 granny sections. And that inspiration comes from Saturday morning cartoons. It's all going to sound like a crazy person, but you know, I
It's
kind of
you.
am. Because for me as a kid in the 80s, it we would get up in the morning, turn on the cartoons at, oh my gosh, early, sit down with a humongous bowl of cereal and just eat ourselves sick watching all of the cartoons. So the inspiration is like if you look at the large part of the shawl, the Granny Bop shawl, as a bowl of milk, and then if you had like Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles or whatever, you'd have like little bits of color that go, you know, that just kind of live in the bowl. So
Float
that's
in
what
the
the little
milk.
baubles would represent, is the different kinds of the different bits of cereal.
Yep.
But to add on to that, I'm just realizing how real deep I went into this. Can y'all tell that I love the 80s? Anyway,
Anyway,
the deeper level of it is you can use the colors of your favorite cartoons to represent what would be like the little bits of cereal. If anybody's confused, let me know. I feel like on paper it sounds less confusing than Jackie trying to describe it. But do know
you
that
described it pretty good.
I vetted the information. I asked other people if they understood the assignment, and everybody reassuringly said they do. So that's the reason why I went forward with it. I am putting together a bundle on Ravelry for different shawl patterns that have the same vibe. There's one, oh my gosh, I think it's a regular crochet pattern, but it was designed to be used with color pooling yarn, and
Right,
the way
Trish?
it's done, and it so you can do and it does bobbles at the same spot where the color pooling would go. So I asked him, I said, look, this is what I'm trying to do. Is it okay if we use the pattern? And he was like, absolutely sure. Because I don't think there's very many projects underneath that on that for that pattern at all. And then if for my knitting friends, I do have a few knitting patterns also that fit the vibe of the other shawls. So I
And
have talked
you
a lot.
guys, you don't have to do shawls.
Oh
She's
yeah,
a
no, 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 not at all.
she's the queen of shawls. She likes shawls. But she also on your Instagram, I saw not too long ago, you posted a picture of some really cute like leg warmers to go over boots.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
when we all used to wear leg warmers? There's so many things you can make with these beautiful purple colors. It
yeah,
doesn't
oh
have
yeah,
to be a shawl.
yeah. You don't have, again, like all of the words that she just said. It could be any project. I was just trying because like the first couple of years it was kind of vague, like make whatever you want, which again that's still like you can do whatever you want, but I just kind of wanted something that kind of joined us together collectively, like we're all gonna work on like
One
a shawl or
uh,
whatever. So,
right.
and I remember, see, I kind of went off on a tangent in a video that I haven't uploaded yet, but I was like, I
You
couldn't
a tangent? No.
remember. Okay, you know what?
Never.
For just for that,
Come on, you love me.
anyway,
Anyway,
um, I went on this mind tangent, whatever. It was like if you wanted to make a shirt or like a t-shirt or sweater, right? But it's like off white, and then you just put baubles in for the different colors throughout the shirt. That I think would just be adorable. But it's all in what Cosby sweater. That's what I'm talking about. See, these are my people. I don't know why they Lynanne, like
I've
like
been telling them.
have you? No, no. You've been telling them to go to crochet. I can't even say how you say
I
it.
link your channel. Don't be mean to me because I
Crochet
can't say things.
ADHD.
Crochet HD.
Okay, try it. Crochet.
Crochet HD.
Yes. Okay, somebody make. Is this
I get a
recorded?
gold star.
Can is this recorded? I need to be able to play this back.
There'll be a replay. You can
Okay.
watch the replay.
All right. Can I download
Thank
it?
you so much for subscribing to Jackie. She's trying to reach a
2025.
milestone. She's
Yeah.
trying to get to 2,500 subscribers.
No. 2025. So 2025.
25, right?
Yeah. My gosh. 25,000 subscribers.
I know. What am I saying?
Woo!
I'm not far from 5,000, but I'm
Oh
not.
wow.
I'm not going to get there anytime soon. I don't think.
Well, I'm hoping because I think I'm like
I'm only 30 away. I guess I'm closer than I thought.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm 200 away from 2025.
Well, we'll get you there. We'll get you there.
I hope so. It's just a nice. It's nice to have a goal, right? It's because I watch a lot of videos about YouTubers and different methodologies or whatever, and like some people are like, oh, I can't wait to reach, I don't know, 900 million, whatever. But I always like to set goals that are more realistic. Like, if I was trying to lose weight, if I needed to lose a total of 20 pounds, I would set a goal of losing 5. And then once I reached that goal, then I would set another goal of 5 and just do it. You know what I mean? Like in increments, as opposed to saying, oh, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, because if I say I'm going to lose 20 pounds and I lose 2, I will lose momentum.
Right.
I'll feel disappointed. So that's kind of, that's kind of how I roll.
And here's the thing. I don't want a channel of 50, 60,000 people because I like my small little community. There's a core that I talk to pretty much on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
And if we get too much bigger than that, it's like you lose that connection with the peoples. And I like, everybody here.
I like being able to respond to all the comments, and if
I like seeing returned names over and over.
Yeah, well, and it's like, it's because you get to know them, and it's more personable, and so it's not like you don't want to have any subscribers, right? But you want it to be manageable.
Yes, I made this top. This is the Hawthorne Tee.
Thank you for everybody who
keeping it real with a small pride. I like that vibe. Big channels are for those who enjoy big channels. I want to just keep it. I want to keep it manageable, and I don't want to lose that personal touch.
Right.
Because I answered. See, my last video, yesterday's video, there was 168 comments, and I was able to comment back to every one of those comments. If it got many bigger than that, I mean, I would spend half the day answering comments.
And not only that, you always have to look at this way, because like for me, I watch my videos, like when I'm watching your videos, right? I watch it on TV, and I can't always comment.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. So it's like your group, your subscribers are broken up into different categories. You're the ones that watch and don't comment, not because they don't want to, but maybe
they're
it's
watching
just not
on TV.
feasible. And I mean, like, if you are a TV YouTube watcher, you can do the thumbs up. Okay.
Yes.
So I like the fact that that can be done. So you've got, again, the TV watchers, or again, that, and then you've got the phone portable device where they can comment, and that's okay too if you can't comment, or if you can comment. So it's different. So even if you have, like, 4,000 subscribers, and of that 4,000 subscribers, 1,000 of them have commented at some point, you're still able to engage with the other 3,000, even if they can't necessarily directly re-engage with you. But that's why the thumbs up button, I think, is really important. And so if you are a TV watcher, try to hit the like button. And depending on the channel I'm watching, like, as soon as your intro comes on, I hit the like button, because otherwise I will forget. So it's just, I like that. But like I said, we can't necessarily always see who hits the like button, but we can
Right.
say, oh, we know that the like buttons were hit because we've got 74 in your chat right now, and 67 have liked. So that's actually a really good ratio. I'm
And
not.
like Trisha said, it's just a number. I mean, there's no way all 4,970 people watch every one of my channel. Every
No,
one of my videos. You know,
that's
uh,
true.
but
Well, yeah, because some people, I don't know, because if you don't, like when you were you sick when you were on vacation that
well,
week? I'm sure you saw your numbers sort of,
drop
and
a lot.
and and it's like, and I'm going to throw this out here, Lynanne, for you, and it's just you and me, right? Nobody else
Right.
has to hear this. Okay. Um, it's it's you should, whenever you get ready to go out of town, especially if you're going to be like RVing and stuff where there might be spotty whatever, if you pre-record and schedule your videos.
You know what? I'm too fly by the seat of my pants. I don't plan out my videos. I'm not like you.
I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Do my videos seem planned?
But you, well, okay, you may not plan, but you edit a lot. And I don't do that.
But
I
you know.
literally fly by the seat of my pants.
So this is what you can do. All right, and this is what makes me so mad about one of the videos that I had done is it ended up being so long, and I realized because I have the LP, my month long overview. That's I call it the LP, and then I was like, I couldn't use the whole video because half of it was silent film because my mic died. And I was like, well, how can I do this? And I break up an album into smaller bits. That's a 45. So if you just sat down at the camera and just said, I'm going to talk, right? And you just
Yeah.
talk and you talk and you talk, and then you figure out, okay, I can stop it here and I'll use that for Monday's post. Oh, I can stop it here and use that for Wednesday. I'm telling you, because especially for me, ADHD, a lot of the stuff I say does not necessarily flow together, but it gives me opportunities to create more content without actually trying to create more content. Because if I
Yeah.
think about it, then it becomes problematic for
For
me.
me, when I come in here, the 4 days a week that I come in here, I'm literally just sitting down and talking to friends.
Right?
I don't If I get a yarn order in the day before, then that's what we talk about the next day. If I'm
Okay.
working on a project, that's what we talk about. If I
But
don't have anything to talk about, we don't talk
that's what
about
you talk
anything but
about.
weird stuff.
Yeah, it's like Seinfeld. Okay, but see, the thing is, again, if you know that you're going to be out of town, if and you might not have good internet in order to still have, I mean, you could still do like your on location type video thing as well. I'm just saying, just to give yourself backup. That the first thing,
I'll think about it. It's just I've never put that much. Surprise, surprise! I don't put that much thought into it.
but I'm okay. All right,
You know what I'm
but
saying? I don't. It's like, okay, I'm going to come in here today, and I don't know what we're going to talk about until I turn on the camera.
that's okay. That so we're still saying the same thing. So you just go and you sit down and you just start talking, right? And after you have spoken, look at how much time that is. And if you have talked so long that it's 2 videos worth, you've got 2 videos right there in the bank that you can use. I when again, right before I started my channel, there was like 2 things that everything was telling me: that you need to have a good microphone and to batch record, because sometimes you won't feel like sitting down to record a video, but you still want to make sure that you have something to
Right.
share. So that's where that whole concept came from. But I realized, again, if I keep talking, nothing interrupts me, I could probably shoot like a week's worth of video. And I'm trying to keep them not so long. So anywhere, if it's in 20-minute increments, then that's how
That
I'll do it.
Sunshine Susie, I try to keep it short. I know that there are others out there whose videos go for 45 minutes to an hour every day. And I think to myself,
Like
I don't know
every
what I
day?
every day. There's people who put out 45 minutes to an hour every single day. Nancy from She's Got Yarn. I love her. She's my sister from another mister. But and she can sit and her videos are engaging. I can't do that. I'm good with the 15 to 20 minutes
Right.
4 times a day. That works for me.
Yeah.
I actually had a lady send me an email telling me that I needed to stop batch recording. And even though I changed my shirt and changed my glasses,
I remember
we can
that.
tell that you're batch recording. So you need to stop doing that.
That's
I've never batched
ridiculously.
record a
I know.
video ever. Ever. I don't do that. If I don't
That's
do a video that day, it's because I didn't do a video that day.
that's hysterical because like I
Yeah.
know like Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches, she batch records and she's wearing the exact same thing, but she says, "Hey, if you just watch this video or watch another video and I'm wearing the same thing, it's because like because sometimes, you know, if that's just how life works, you take the time when you have the time." And I'm not and okay, I don't want people to think I'm trying to tell you what to do because that's not, I'm just
I
saying
know.
that
I get it.
there are times where you could do something when you know that you're not going to be available or record the night before. Like I remembered you doing that once. I
I've
feel
done
like that was,
done that a couple of times, knowing
yeah,
that I had an appointment early in the morning.
right.
I would
Yeah.
record the next day's video the night before.
Yeah. And
Thank
see
you, Mandy.
to
Yeah, I
what?
know.
I'm
Nancy
missing a
and
lot of
Juan
stuff.
always doing 45 minutes to an hour,
Who?
5 days a week. And God bless them. They
How
they
do they
they
oh,
have they have the drive to do that. They want to move their channels. I don't have that drive. I just right, Trish. Everybody does what's right for them. I don't have
right,
that drive. And I appreciate every single person that's here chatting with me. I appreciate all the people who comment in my comments. And even if you don't comment and you just watch or hit the
right.
thumbs up, I love you for doing that. It makes me happy that
Yeah.
that's where I am in this world. And I'm not.
Jax!
Oh, there she is. She got to
Hi,
take her lunch.
Jax!
Hi, sweetie. So anyway, with that little thought in my mind, um, I'm going to ask Jackie to write down a number between 1 and
2.
100.
Okay.
Um,
Oh.
because I'm going to do a little small giveaway, you guys.
Ooh! Oh, wait. That means I'm not eligible.
You're
Whatever.
already getting stuff. I'm sending you a package. Don't worry about it. You're getting all that cotton. You're going to get my tan Gia.
Oh!
I've got it
Oh,
all ready to go. I just haven't mailed it.
nice.
Um,
Okay.
so
You want me to
anyway,
write the number now?
write the number down, and then in a minute, I'm going to write the word stop, and then everybody will get one guess between 1 and 100. One guess only. And the giveaway I'm going to give you, since it's July and I didn't do Christmas in July, I'm going to give you, oops, I dropped one, some red, white, and green. Show you what it is. It's Goucher. It's their bamboo cotton in the red, white, and the green. There's only 2 white, but there's 3 green and 3 red. Um, and how many yards is in each one? It doesn't say. They're 50-gram balls. It doesn't say yards. So
What's it
anyway,
made out of?
bamboo cotton.
Oh, okay. Does it split like Kobu?
No, this is really nice. I got this from Goucher
Right.
in Florida, over in Daytona.
Yeah.
So there's 3 green, 3 red, and 2 of the white, and a Nina's Knots Crochet pen that has the little end on it that you can use as
Stylus?
a little dotty thing, a stylus. So this is what the winner will get.
Okay.
So Jackie's going to pick the number between 1 and 100. She's not going to tell anybody. She wrote it down. Okay.
I did not pick the number 17.
Okay.
You know, my favorite number is 6. I don't know why, but that's like my favorite number.
All right. So everybody stop talking. And now go ahead and pick your guess between 1 and 100.
Oh, I see. Now I understand what's happening. Ooh. Oh, that's funny. You think that they picked that number because because I love the 80s? Oh.
We'll let it go for a little bit. Everybody get in their guess.
Okay, wildflower. Yeah, where'd you get the pen? Asking for a friend.
Tom ordered me a whole box of these.
Tell
And
Tom to tell me where he got that. There was a company, I say was, it probably still exists, but there was a company.
National Pen Company.
That's the one. It was like I requested something one time, and then they would send me samples of different pens with my whatever information that I had filled it out on. I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah, this is the company that his company uses. So last year he bought a whole big box for me. So I have a bunch.
Cool.
And I've been giving them out a little bit at a time.
And see, you should have brought those with you to Vicksburg.
I should have, and I intended to, and I forgot. But anyway, this one's a blue one. We have gray, and I think the other color is red. So anyway, we'll give it another minute.
Do you think I should tell them that nobody is anywhere near close?
Well, they've already guessed, so they can't change their guess because everybody gets one guess.
No, I'm still saying what I'm saying.
So it's got to be whoever's closest.
It's gonna be like a hand grenade kind of a thing. Wow.
No, she's not changing the number.
Y'all didn't even know I wrote down the number, but long before she. Oh, thank you, Amy. She wrote down my favorite number. That's not it. Oh.
Too late. She can't change.
Horrible.
You are. What is wrong with you? See, I told you were the evil one.
But at the same time, see, I believe in the power of subliminal messaging. It's not 6, and therefore it works really well, Prescription Box, to say things to get people to think a certain kind of way, and then Prescription Box, see what happens. You know what I mean?
It's a Prescription Box from now on out, without a doubt. And okay, honestly, so has everybody guessed? Everybody's gotten your guess in. Here's your last chance. Everybody get your last chance guess in if you haven't guessed by now.
Yeah. Ready? We're counting down. 8, 6, 7, 5, 3.
What?
Oh my gosh. Lynanne. Okay.
What?
This is why you're evil. I was counting down. 8, 6, 7, 5.
Oh, 309.
Do you see what I have to put up with?
I couldn't. I wasn't catching up fast enough.
I know you're using Internet Explorer.
You got mail. Okay. Jack's got it.
Thank you, Jax. Thank you.
Okay. So anyway, the guessing's over. Everybody stop guessing. We're done.
We'll type in stop again.
I will type in stop right now. Stop.
Stop.
Okay.
In the name of love.
Before you break my heart, think it over. Anyway. I said 1 to 100. Yes, ma'am.
Oh yeah, she said 309, Trish, because that was the end of the
8675309. 309. Okay. Yes. We are totally.
That's on my.
We are saying Jenny.
It's right. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. No, it's right behind my name tag. But anyway, at the bottom of my little board right here, ever since my first video, it has 8675309 at the bottom. And only like 3 people have ever said something about it, and it was Lucas. Lucas was like, he was on my live, I think, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to subscribe to you simply because of that." Anybody that has that number, yeah,
We all
okay,
have that number in our head now. We all
okay.
have that song running through our head.
You're
Earworm.
welcome. My job
Okay,
here is
so
done.
you ready?
Ready to see the number?
What was the number, ma'am? 59.
So is it like a Bob Barker kind of thing where you got to be as
Well, we
close
just got to be
without
whoever's
going over?
closest.
Without going over?
Oh no, who's ever closest?
All right. You don't want my help looking to you because I
80,
I would.
80, 80, 78, 43, 67.
There's a 66. There's 2 66s.
What am I
miss
going to do?
You see what? Okay, you see what I mean when I said nobody was anywhere, like nobody guessed 50 anything
Yeah.
until after the stop button. So unless you want to do another, hey, I have an idea. I have an
Okay,
idea.
what's your idea?
Take your 2 66s, and I'm going to ask a trivia question, and whoever gets that is the winner.
Okay,
Okay.
so my 66ers are Lynn Como.
Uh-huh.
And where's the other one that did
Maisie. That's what I'm seeing. Hang on.
why won't it let me go back? Come on. It's not being cooperative. Oh, we have a 62. Roseanne said
Oh,
62.
well then technically she's the winner.
Then she is the winner. So Roseanne,
Congratulations!
yay for you, Roseanne. So you need to email me your mailing address, and I will get your beautiful bamboo, even though it's Christmassy.
Unless she doesn't use it together, then it's just yarn.
Or whatever, yeah.
Think outside the holiday, bruh.
Yeah, I just said who's ever closest. I didn't say about the not going over.
Yeah, no, I understand. But again,
Well, they're
nobody
saying
guessed
that somebody
anything
should
of
have
the
gotten
50.
it.
Okay, can I show you something that I got in the mail today?
Hold
Oh,
on. We got to
I
figure
will.
out who's going to win this because
Is there?
somebody
Is there?
said, somebody said 49. I didn't
Where?
see a 49.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. I see 44. Hang on. Let me. I do see a 49. 49 was Maria. But oh, okay.
49 is closer than 6.
No,
That
technically, I don't think it is because the number was 59 and 49 is 10 under. 62 is only 3 over.
3 over. Yeah.
Yeah. So the distance between.
Yeah. I'm not the not going over kind of thing.
Right.
It's just who's ever
No,
closest.
I understand. So do you want to try it again? Just, I mean, you can ask your people and we can do it again. Or I can still ask my
No,
trivia
I'm going to
question.
stick with the 62 is only 3 away from
Right. Okay.
59.
Okay. Can I
Yeah.
still ask my trivia question?
You can ask your trivia question.
All right.
I'm going to stick with 62.
Okay.
So 62 is the winner, and that's Roseanne. So Roseanne, send me your information. My email is everywhere. You can find it.
Knots.
ninas.knots.crochetcreations at gmail.com.
Yeah. Why is it so long? No, you know what? I'll ask you that later. All right. I'm going to ask my
Because I'm
trivia question.
dumb.
Huh?
Because when I was putting it together, I couldn't get one to work that was shorter.
It wouldn't take Nina's knots crochet?
Mm-mm.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was very, very weird. So I had to put in dots and yeah, it was very weird.
Okay. So
Jenny.
one thing that I like to do, I haven't done since Not Hetty got married, was we did 80s trivia night.
Yes.
Which I think the plan is that for the kickoff of the I Love the 80s Mal, she and I are going to do a live and we'll do our trivia. But anybody who is interested, I'm just gonna do I'm gonna ask a question right quick, and somebody can tell me whoever answers the question correctly, because I can't watch at the same time. What is this? Ooh, that one's too easy. Um, dang it. All right, this one's easy too, but here we go. What 80s food product promoted itself as a finer thing in life when it showcased upper crust elites interrupting strangers to ask if they had any?
Oh, I know what that is.
I said it was too easy. I'm
So
just
the
curious.
first person who can answer that question can get a pen. No, you can't.
Hey!
Jaxie got it. Jaxie gets a pen.
Yay!
It's Grey Poupon. Excuse me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Pardon me. Do you happen to have any Grey Poupon? Why, yes. Yes, I do. Oh, do you remember those commercials? This was 90s, though. It was like a guy in the middle of the desert, a woman drives by in a like sports car and backs up, and she says, "Excuse me, are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing?" And he says, "Why, yes, yes they are." And she says, "Thank you," and then drives off again.
Yes.
Wow, commercials.
Very weird back then.
Well,
very, very weird.
Okay, so I got this
Where's
in the mail.
The beef?
I got this in the mail from one of the Glam Famers, but I think she's also a subscriber to your channel. And she sent me the note that said that this is for me to use with my Saturday morning cartoons soap. And it's so cute because this is almost exactly the idea I had as far as how the shawls are to be made. But this is what she sent me.
Oh, cute! It looks
I love it's like cereal. The cereal ball, exactly. So I love that she did this, and there is a stitch marker of a cassette tape. Oh,
how cute is that?
So
cute.
I love that. And here's the Saturday morning cartoon soap. Oh,
that looks like a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
In the milk. Yes. That's really darling.
I love it. I love it. Oh, so we are gonna.
Was that 80s? Was up?
No, that was
90s.
Yeah, that was 90s.
It was annoying because everybody was doing it.
I'm offended that you're offended by that.
Well, you know what? In the 90s, I had kids who were like preteens, and they were running around my house doing that all day.
Say no more. Say no
every
more.
day.
Say no more.
And it was like, okay, shut up.
I understand. I understand where. Yeah, I get that now.
You know,
but
when you have
it was teenagers anyway.
Yeah, right. Preteens and teenagers in the 90s.
Wow. Yeah. My babies were. I mean, my son. My oldest child was born in 92. So that's what I was doing in the 90s.
In 92, Allie she was born in 84. She was 8.
Wait, hold on.
Yes, my oldest.
That was 90s to Brian. That was 90s too. 8-tracks. Okay, let me tell y'all. It's not a funny story. It's a story. So
it's a story.
So yeah, because I was born in the early 70s, I definitely experienced the 8-track life, and we didn't have a car radio, so we had a portable 8-track player, and we had like 3 8-tracks that my mom had left for me because they moved to. My parents were in the military, so they got deployed to or they got stationed to Korea, but they couldn't take me and my brother. So we stayed behind, and my mom left us 3 8-tracks. One I can't remember the name of. One was Michael Jackson Off the Wall, and the third one was oh, I have the record version. But it was this.
The Village People.
From their movie, Can't Stop the Music. This is a really good bad movie, y'all. If you've never seen it, you owe it to yourself. It is such a great bad movie. By the way, we didn't pick a winner for. Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, Jaxie won.
Yeah, okay, I forgot.
She answered first. Jaxie gets a pen.
Okay, wait. Look up Katie at the Celestial Homebody. She makes cereal bowls for the wall with cereal in them. Ooh. Ooh. See, okay, I'm listening. I'm seeing this camaraderie happening in your comment section, and again, the fact that they didn't know that I was an '80s. Lynanne, as a marketing team, I think we need to have a deeper discussion.
I'm a failure.
You know what? No, everybody has their strong suit. Like, I like to fiddle with stuff. So like that's how I've learned like YouTube, and I've learned how to the music and stuff. I love making the music, or using the AI generator for.
That makes me laugh.
I love that so much. It is so, and I like that I can do the funny campy ones, but there's some that are just like really soul stirring, just in the voice that it uses, or the anyway. Okay, I just finished this square.
That video you put out earlier this week with you getting out of bed and hugging your yarn made me laugh out loud so hard. It's like, see, she gets it. She's creative. I'm just a talker.
Well, and I have a friend that I could give her an idea and she'll do it. Right? I mean, it was like, she's like I used to call her my fruitionist, because I have some like really off the wall ideas, and she's like, okay, and she'll just go and do it, and I'm like, that to me is the most amazing part. Yeah, I was like, I can start a business, and my business would simply just be me giving people ideas. Yeah, don't ask me to do anything else, but they can sit down and say, look, I'm thinking about
what can idea man.
Like, what can I do with this bottle? And I'd be like, okay, so let's start a what?
Granny D is in the house.
Oh, hello. Why am I doing that?
I don't know.
All of a sudden, I'm Glinda the Good Witch.
That's
come
good.
Come out wherever you are, and meet the young lady who fell from a star.
Don't make me laugh. It makes me cough.
Okay, first of all, why didn't you interrupt me?
Because you're funny, and we love you when you do off the wall things like that.
See, I need somebody to stop me sometimes.
No, you don't. You do you, boo. We love you the way you are.
Y'all don't. For every 20-minute video that y'all have seen of mine, there is 70 minutes that I had to delete because it's just.
Okay, Jaxie wants to know if you've been a good stitch or a bad stitch.
Oh, of course. I've had good stitches, because one can never do a bad stitch.
Nope.
Evil stitch, yes. Wicked stitch, yeah. Okay, how cool.
Okay, now she's going squirrel.
How cool would that be, like, for a channel name like the Wicked Stitch of the West, or the East, or the South, whatever? How cool is that? That'd be so cool.
She's the idea man or woman.
Ooh, or a competition. Okay, all right. I'm not going to say my thought out loud.
You got her going.
But
squirrel.
It's not about the squirrel. Y'all listen, I very rarely see or even think about squirrels. It is it was okay. You know how like you're talking to somebody and then they start talking too, but the problem is I will start talking and then I will interrupt myself. But I stop as if it's like, oh wait, no, hold on. I interrupt my do you realize what kind of talent that is when you interrupt your own
Your
self?
own self?
And yeah. And sometimes myself is really, really rude person. But
But
uh anyway, okay, so let's get back. Okay, so a craft competition, it's the wickedest stitch in the west or the wickedest stitch in the wherever. We'll figure out the region later. But it's like a competition where you like you have knitters and crocheters. Oh, okay, wait. Knitters
oh,
and
here she
versus
goes.
crocheters. Okay, and then like everybody is on this team. I feel like I've talked about this before. Everybody's on a team,
We did
and
this. You have the whole thing planned out.
that's right. Oh, okay, I do, and I have it saved too. But
Yes,
okay,
I have it.
okay, so I'm telling to everybody because that was just like a thing. All right,
Okay.
so knitters versus crocheters, and there's like 4 people on each team. And when the clock stops or starts, the first person starts doing like a it needs to be like a moss stitch. I'll just say that. I don't know because I think that's in both knitting and crochet. And then all of a sudden there's a bell, and then you get a twist where you have to do like a bobble or whatever. And then at the end of the time, whatever it is, whoever has the most recognizable item at the end of the round wins. And then each competition gets a little bit more fierce, and there's always going to be like a wild card kind of a thing where they have to and you have to build on the person's stitches beforehand, which would suck if one person was like a tight stitcher and the other person is a loose stitcher, but that just makes it funnier. And then you have to just kind of again build on it to where you have a
Trish,
finished
that's
project
just
that
mean.
makes
You
sense.
know I can't do it.
What happened?
She says I have to do a chevron. I can do a chevron in Tunisian. I cannot do a chevron in regular crochet. My edges don't stay the way they're supposed to.
Because they do this?
Yes. I do. I know I do something wrong, but I don't
Oh,
know what that something is.
oh,
But I can make it straight. I know. I'm going to make you teach me.
how
I
you
can
gonna
do
make?
it
Wait, hold on.
in.
Wait. She says, "I keep telling you, I will teach you." So why do you say I will make you teach me when she's volunteering to do? It's like I'm gonna pay you. No, I'm gonna make you.
We just haven't caught up in Zoom for her to teach me. But the weird thing is that I can do it in Tunisian.
Is it the
I can
same?
do a chevron in Tunisian, but for yes, I know. Creative Grandma has a great one. Uh, Crystal Bagloday has a great one. No matter what, I don't. There's some mental block, and it's me. It's user error. I fully admit it. But my thing does this no matter what I do.
Okay,
So
I think I know exactly what you're talking about. And also, if anybody has a great pattern, but here's the caveat, it needs to be a written pattern. Um, when I watch tutorials, for some reason, mentally, it becomes a competition. So if they say, crochet 3, and it's just, I'm like, and so I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing so much as I'm competing to make sure I finish before that person does. It's a sickness. It really is. It's a sickness. I don't know what it's called, but
Brian says you're like a kitten on catnip.
okay, you know what?
Speaking of kittens, how's Luther?
He's doing much better. He is back to his normal self. I don't know. I think because we sprayed like last week, we sprayed for bugs and stuff, and I think maybe he kind of got into. No, as a matter of fact, I know for a fact because we were trying to keep him out of it, and it's like the more we're like, go over here, and he was running more into
where he wasn't
yeah,
supposed to be.
right. So yeah, I'm hoping his appetite has absolutely returned. His behavior, because he likes to eat part of his own food, and then he will walk around to the other side where Peggy's food is, and he will eat hers and then go back to his. It's like he cannot finish his own food until he has at least examined her. And he used to do that with Phoebe too. So he's what the French call a jerk. So yeah, so he seems to be doing better. So back to the Brian. Thank you for giving me the cat comparison, because I love cats and I'm okay with that. I don't know that I've ever seen a kitten on catnip, so
they're fun.
I'm gonna be thinking about that.
I had 3 of them at the same time losing their minds.
Oh,
And it was the funniest thing. They were literally bouncing off the window. They
yeah,
would see a reflection on the sliding glass door window.
yeah.
Boom! Run into it as hard as they could, and then they shake
Dang.
themselves off, and then 2 seconds later they're doing it over.
Smooches.
Bye, Jaxie. You know what? We've been on for almost an hour and a half. Let's let these people get back to their day.
Okay. I guess
but
if y'all have lives, you are allowed to go back to them.
I know, right? They all.
But also at the same time, they kind of didn't have 30 minutes of me, because and it's, what, the last time I tried to do it, the first time we went live, it was on my laptop and I had problems, and I don't know why I didn't think that. Why was it going to be better this time? I don't know. Anyway, so really, I owe them 30 minutes is what I'm saying. So we'll have to figure out some kind of way.
We'll do it again. We'll do
but
it
I
again.
do. Well, yeah, and I do plan to go live again for the kickoff of the I Love the 80s Mal. If anybody has any questions, I guess you can contact Lynanne or me, or however you want to do it, if you are interested in the I Love the 80s Mal hanging out, participation, whatever. And I do like to do 80s trivia, and it's always so fun. And I'm looking for it because I miss Not Hetty. I really do. Oh, Not Hetty is my daughter. She just got married in February and moved to Texas, because apparently that's where you're supposed to live with your husband.
Yeah, you got to go live with your husband when you get married.
She's not. Anyway, we still talk all the time and whatever. So I'm hoping that we will be able to get together. But either way, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a live, so you can join me for the kickoff if you're planning to participate. I didn't even think to ask you, but since there's witnesses here, are you going to be participating in the I Love the 80s Mal?
I already ordered all of the yarn.
Did you really?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I have ordered all of the yarn because it's so pretty. And I'm not a purple person.
Me? Well, I didn't think I was,
but all of it was so beautiful. I'm like, yes, please, I need it all. So I got both sets of minis, and I think I got one or maybe both of the full skeins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I don't know what I want to do.
Right.
I haven't decided what actual project it's going to be.
Yeah.
So I will, thank you, Naomi. So yeah, I got it all, so I have options.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Naomi. I'm Naomi. Naomi.
The yarn is from Falling Leaf Fibers. I will link her in the description box of this live so that you can go. I don't know, Jackie, does she still have the pre-order available?
I don't know.
She's not shipping until September.
No.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get I know what Etsy said, but she said that it would be there by the beginning of the Makealong.
Let me see what my email says.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, if I can spell falling. Okay. View my order.
Tight leather leggings. Oh yeah. Look, the 80s. I realized that the 80s weren't the same for everyone. Because if you were like an adult or over 30 or whatever, it's definitely a different experience than when you were like coming of age. But if you look at the different generations or the different decades where people were coming of age. Because that's how I always say, like, people are like, oh, I'm a child of the 80s. I was born in 1986. No, you're not a child of the 80s. You were born in the 80s. That's not the same, because like if you were born in the 60s, or even like my husband was born in 1959. That's where I got my number from, by the way. Okay, so he was born in 1959. So his generation or his coming of age is late 60s, but mainly 70s, because you're finding yourself, you're becoming a teenager, you're establishing. So he would be what I would say a child of the 70s, right? And so that's kind of how you look at it. I was born in early 70s and came into myself in the 80s. That's it, right? You understand what I'm saying now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so my thing says delivery between September 4th and September 12th. I ordered the Paisley Pop
Right.
full skein, the Beautiful One mini skein, and the Saturday Cartoons mini skeins.
Wait a minute. Wait. Nope. That's the Beautiful One's supposed to be is the single skein that goes with the.
Oh, what the heck? What's going on? Hold on. You can't order them anymore. It says this item is unavailable.
Okay. I will
So,
ask her and see what's going on. I know that we still have the handmade soap that's themed, but I will talk to her and find out what's going on. Let's see, you were 13 in 1980. So that means you were born in 1967. Is that right? Because if you were born in 1967, that means that you are Gen X, and therefore, yes, you would be a child of the 80s.
see, I was born in late 1964. Technically,
Okay,
I'm a boomer.
you're a boomer. You
But
actually,
I don't want to be a boomer because
you're
I'm
a boom. You're Boomer X, because
yes.
it's I know that it's micro. I don't see. This is why I can't talk to people. Anyway, micro generation. You're in between the boomer and the X's. So yeah.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, I really don't understand why this isn't a thing, but you've got boomers, and there's two boomers, because there's my mom and dad are from boom 1 and my husband is from boom 2. Anyway, and then there's Gen X, and then there's millennial, and then Gen Z, but in between Gen X and millennial are Zennials with an X, but then they tried to put the same moniker for the ones that are between millennial and Gen Z, and I think it should be Millen Z, because you're taking from the previous generation and the post generation.
You make my head hurt sometimes.
How do you think I feel? I'm living with it. There's so much in here. Lots of it's useless. Lots of it is so useless.
Yeah, I'm
But
September of 64, Janet. So, I'm like on the tail end of
a
boomer
boomer. Yeah.
because Gen X starts in 65. Which
Yes, that's right.
I don't, yeah. So I like the Boom X. I consider myself, because I was a child of the 60s and 70s, but I was a parent of the 80s and 90s. I had children in the 80s and 90s.
But
So,
like, okay, so when you think of your favorite song, right? Like if you
oh,
could
I am a 70s girl, top
that's
to bottom.
so there, I feel like that's where you are a child of the 70s.
I am a child of the 70s.
Yeah.
I love 70s classic music.
So like
Give
Bob
me
Denver,
Bob
John.
Seger,
Oh,
Eagles,
okay.
Fleetwood Mac.
See,
That's
that's
me.
what that's my youngest
Paul
daughter.
McCartney and Wings.
Oh, I'm fine. I love Paul McCartney. I didn't like him when it was with Wings. I just did not.
I can remember sitting on my mother's front porch listening to AM radio, WLS, out of Chicago. It was an Avon radio that was shaped like a car.
Oh,
Listening to Paul McCartney and Wings. What was the name of that song? I can hear it in my head.
Band on the Run.
No.
Ugh.
Well, that was one of
Silly
them.
Love Songs.
No.
Okay. Live and
Listen
Let
to
Die.
the man. What the man said.
Okay. Yeah.
That song.
Is that actually the name of the song?
No, but that's the words in it. Yes, Def Leppard is awesome. Give me Foreigner, Boston.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Foghat, Journey,
Foghat.
Styx.
Yeah. And see what's cool
I'm
about
not a big fan of Bob Dylan. He's okay.
Oh no. Okay. Let me. Bob Dylan is a great songwriter because
not a great singer.
But so many different people have done his music to where it's like the man is a genius. Lyrically.
My favorite version of Wagon Wheel is done by Darius Rucker.
Oh, I know, right? I didn't even know that was a Bob Dylan song.
That's a Bob Dylan
song. I was looking it up for something. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, cool. That's a Bob Dylan song. Foreigner, fabulous.
Yep. What about AC/DC?
I wasn't really into the hard metal. Tom likes them. They're okay. Not my thing.
Zeppelin?
Not my thing. Pink Floyd, not my thing.
Okay.
They're not bad. They're
right.
Okay. I'll listen to them, but I'd rather. I'm all about.
Like CCR. Okay, so okay, I got you.
You know what? Okay, unpopular opinion. I hate CCR. Not a fan.
You like Eagles?
I like the Eagles.
My husband apparently heard Eagles and yeah.
Oh, I am a huge fan of the Eagles.
Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Love them. Love them.
Ow. Yeah, see that's his music. His music. See, Bon Jovi, Poison, Kiss, Van Halen. Yes.
Okay, I love Poison. I mean, give me some Bret Michaels every day of the week. I love him.
Okay, and then Bread. I know.
Bread, yes. Magnet and Steel.
No, what's the other the horse with no name people? Which one is that?
America.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that was creepy. Y'all both said it at the same time.
Motley Crue, not my favorite. I will listen to them, but they're not my favorite. Todd Rundgren, yes, please. I do like him.
Todd.
We had the best music in the 60s, late 60s, 70s, and early 80s. Was the best music. I hate Springsteen. Another and not even for his politics. I don't like his songs. I don't like his music. Don't at me. I'm not. No. Oh, Kansas and Journey and Foreigner. Yes, please. Steppenwolf is more 70s, 60s, 70s. But I do like them.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
I've never even heard of that. They have the best Christmas music.
Oh, well, that might be why.
Iron
Butterfly.
Again,
Oh yeah, it's a little too. Inagata-Devine, that's them. What about Smoke on the Water? Deep Purple. Wow.
Deep Purple.
Wow. Oh, I bet you like the Turtles, right?
Yeah, I do like the Turtles.
Who? Oh, Jim Croce. Hey, okay.
Yes, Harry Chapin.
Where he died is like 45 minutes from here.
Oh.
I don't know why I said it like that.
I don't either.
Remember I said useless.
I know. How did we get on the subject of music anyway?
Really? Hello? 80s?
Hello? I know. That's true.
Soul Train. She said that.
Don't you say it about American Bandstand. Some song came on that we'd never heard before and went, wow, and it was a newer song. And I went, gosh, I could listen to this.
American Bandstand?
It was, no. We were watching the Sox game. And they had a concert after one of their games from Flow Rider. And we're like, what the heck is that? So we asked Alexa to play one of their songs. And we kind of looked at each other and went, wow, we could listen to this. This isn't too bad. And then I said to Tom, I give it a 7. I can dance to it. like I was on American Bandstand.
Oh, gotcha. It's got a good beat and you can dance.
It's got a good beat and you can dance to it. The Carpenters, yes, we love them always.
John, is it John Denver? I got it right this time.
John Denver, I love John Denver.
See, I can see Springfield Butterfly. What? No,
Dusty Springfield,
Buffalo Springfield.
Springfield. Eric Clapton, again, he's the one I can take or leave. Not my favorite. Leonard Skinner, I do like.
Okay.
That's because that's more Southern rock.
My husband is judging you by your musical choice.
I'm sorry. I feel like
no. So far he's all right so far. Most of it, whatever. And now he's thinking. Look, my husband and I are 12 years apart, so I mean, we do have a lot of overlap as far as like songs that he likes. But he says that he slept in the 80s. So he doesn't know a whole lot of 80s songs, except the ones that he knows are like the hair metal bands, because he used to work out listening to hair metal because of how like the pace of it is. White Snake. I didn't realize where White Snake got their name from.
I don't know.
Think about it. It was 80, so it was like the years of the entendre, the double entendre. White Snake, male organ.
Oh,
anyway. I know.
Whatever.
We'll talk about Little Red Corvette one day too. Donna Summer, Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, so Ozzy just did his like last performance, like last week, and he's saying, "Mama, I'm coming home." Y'all, let me tell you, I thought Ozzy Osbourne was just like a crazy lunatical. I keep saying that lunatic.
But we know what you mean.
Okay. And then one day I took the lyrics from Crazy Train and I plugged it into the AI music generator and made it yacht rock. Do you know how genius that song is when you hear it at a different, like in a different genre? I had no idea what that song was about. He's genius. Beautiful.
He's genius.
And Mama, I'm Coming Home is, I love that song anyway. But, Bee Gees.
Bee Gees, for sure. Elton John, for sure.
Okay, my husband made a face with Bee Gees. Look here, you know what? I don't know what to do at this point.
Early Bee Gees, not disco Bee Gees.
Oh.
Early Bee Gees. 60s, 70s, before they hit the
started
disco.
A joke. Do you know
yeah, that's a great song. But it's not disco.
Yes, that's what he's saying. Yeah. Yeah, he likes disco. I whatever. I like In Too Deep. No, that's Phil Collins. What is it? How Deep Is Your Love? There it is. That's
a good
probably song. Okay, Chicago. Let me. I'm gonna say this. I loved Chicago when I was introduced to them knowingly in the 80s. Like, you know, Chicago 17. You're the inspiration. Blah 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 blah. Not knowing that they predated the 80s. And when I listened to some of their songs, I think the cool thing about Chicago is they had like a full-on band.
Brass section.
And that was just like...
That was their sound. It was awesome.
It was great. I saw the original Chicago. Oh, before the lead singer died?
No, they broke up. Phil Collins, yes. Genesis.
Oh, Richard Marx. Now we're in the 80s for real. Bad Company.
Genesis was good. I saw them in concert. I gotta tell you, the very best concert I ever went to. The very best concert I ever went to was Barry Manilow. We had so much fun at that concert.
Okay. Was it because of the performance or whatever y'all were doing in the audience?
No. I never did that. They called me Lynanne the Good. I didn't even drink. I was boring as hell.
But if it was a concert in the 70s, you have to...
it was an outdoor concert, and it was in the early 80s. It was an outdoor concert.
Okay. But what I'm saying
it would have been about 1982.
a lot of concert goers did participate. So if you were close enough to them,
It was outside. We weren't. It wouldn't have mattered. And
my
he's
husband
just
is a contact buzz.
he was such a showman, and
Yeah.
costume changes and upbeat, and he was fun, and he engaged in the audience. We had a blast. It was so much fun. And listen, I've seen Journey, Bryan Adams. I've seen a bunch of country acts. I've seen Chicago. I've seen a lot of concerts. That was the one we had the most fun at.
Wow.
Oh, Peter Frampton.
I've only been to two concerts ever. I saw Night Ranger.
Night Ranger?
As a teenager, and I saw Garth Brooks.
Don't
say nothing bad about Garth Brooks, except for maybe we can talk about his wife. But Garth Brooks, we cannot say mean things about Garth Brooks.
No. Neil Diamond's another one who are just, we love Neil Diamond in this household.
Okay, wait, Queen.
Yeah, Queen's good.
Wow, deep sigh. Wow. Oh, wow.
Journey is one of my favorites too.
Who? $10 to see. Wow.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh, I'll never forget Fleetwood Mac. The Chain is the best song. Okay, here is going to be your music trivia of 80s music. For anybody?
Okay.
What is the only band whose name of the band, name of their album, and name of the song are the same thing?
Bad Company? That's 70s. And oh my God.
Bad Company's the name of the album. The group is Bad Company and the song is Bad Company. The only one that ever did that.
Okay, let me tell you something. Until I met my husband, I'd never even heard of Bad Company. And he would sing a song saying Bad Company. And I literally guessed when you just asked that question because I knew that there was a song and the group Bad Company. Wow. Oh, yep. Culture Club. Look, y'all, I'm telling you. Y'all.
They're 80s.
I know. No, I know. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, for musical whatevers, if you like 60s and 70s, Lynanne is your chick. For 80s and 90s country, I'm your girl. All right. I'm just saying. I
love 90s country.
I know. Oh my God. Oh,
that's 90s country was good.
It really was. It was like,
and the stuff they have now isn't country. I'm sorry, it's more pop than anything. It's not country.
I don't
except for
Darius Rucker.
Well, Darius Rucker is more. Oh,
who the heck? Like pop country.
Yeah, who might? Not Jamie Johnson.
Is it Tommy Thompson?
No, the guy who sings Tennessee Whiskey, which was a George Jones song. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about.
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton, thank you. He is my current favorite.
I swear they played the heck out of Tennessee Whiskey. I can't stand any part of it. And then when I heard it, I remember thinking this sounds like another song. And there are so many other songs that have the same tune as Tennessee Whiskey. One of them is by Keith, the Australian country guy.
Keith Urban.
The You Don't Look Good in Blue or whatever. That's the same tune as Tennessee Whiskey.
Tennessee Whiskey was originally done by George Jones in, I want to say, either late 50s or early 60s.
Okay.
It's redone.
That one's hard for me to imagine just because of George Jones's voice. But at the same time, I can see that. I mean, I can see it. Okay, he said, listen to Etta James, I'd Rather Go Blind.
Okay.
Because apparently it sounds like
Tennessee Whiskey.
It is the same. It's the same song. And ooh, okay, wait. How long ago? You know, when it comes to okay, see, well, here we go. When it comes to music, Etta James sang what's her
At last,
is she jazz? No, but like what is it genre? Blue like the okay. So a
like a
lot of
blues.
blues, but you know, like a lot
Bye,
of
Trick. Thank
songs
you.
a lot of songs that were originally done like blues and jazz and then they were redone but like in country or pop. So it makes sense that there's a lot of songs that sound alike.
Yep.
And but what was the song again? I'd rather go blind. Oh yeah, okay. Now I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, exactly. Oh, now he's on. He's talking about Beyonce now.
Oh, see, I don't like her.
I don't like her.
Again, an unpopular
And
opinion.
look,
Don't come at me. I don't like her.
look. Hang on. It's okay if you don't like her. Do you realize how much trouble it is when I say I don't like her?
But that's not why I don't like her.
No. I'm not. I'm saying it's unpopular opinion.
I have a very I have very unpopular opinions. Like people are going to lose their minds when I say this. I do not like Dr Pepper. I think it's disgusting.
Do you like root beer?
It's my favorite,
Oh,
but I cannot drink Dr Pepper.
see, I can't stand root beer, but I can drink Dr Pepper. But I have noticed that like the older I've gotten, I don't like it as much as I used to. But I think they changed. I think it's changed
I
in flavor. Yes, Cher is timeless.
Yes, she is.
And you know, up until 2000, she had a song on the Billboard charts from in every decade, starting in the 1960s. She had a #1 song in every decade up until 2000.
It tastes like prune juice with pepper in it. I
I
can't
agree. Oh
stand it.
my God, prune juice. Prune juice. I never even, oh, that's the taste.
I cannot do it. It makes me want and everybody in my family loves Dr Pepper. And if I accidentally pick up theirs, like if we go and get like from fast food and you can't tell what it is and you have to
Yeah.
taste it to find out what it is, they
They're
always make
supposed to
me
push
taste
down the
it
little
just to
thing on
see
the
my
lid.
face.
They have to push the, I've heard that
Half the time they don't do it right though.
Dr. Pepper with pickles.
Oh, I'm gonna be.
Do you like pickles?
I do not like pickles.
Oh, well, then, you know,
Again, unpopular opinion. I
yeah.
hate pickles. I do not do pickles ever of any kind. Do not put pickles anywhere near my food.
That's Riley. Riley, my youngest, she said, like, they would make my burger and they put the pickles on it and then they would take the pickles off. And she's
And you
like,
can still take the pickles.
yeah.
Still taste the pickle. Get it. Don't put it anywhere near it.
I love pickles, and it's really good for you to eat pickles in the summertime because they help restore electrolytes.
Still don't care. I'm not eating
Oh
it.
no, I'm just uh, ooh,
See now,
emotional.
Dr Pepper and whiskey is Allie, my daughter. That's her drink of choice.
What is it
We're
called?
gonna. I don't know that it has a drink choice.
Oh,
It's just Dr Pepper with a shot of whiskey. That's what she has. I can't. Now I will do an emotional support pickle
sure.
because I don't have to eat it.
Okay.
I don't have to taste it. I don't have to smell it. I don't even like the smell of dill. Like if
Oh,
somebody puts dill dip on a plate,
yeah.
I'm done.
Okay.
I
Do
don't
you
like
like
the smell of
cucumbers?
dill. I love cucumbers.
Interesting.
I will eat a whole cucumber raw with a little bit of salt and pepper.
Right. Okay.
In the summer, give me sliced cucumbers and sliced tomatoes, and that's dinner.
Yeah. Okay.
But
This
with
our
just a little salt and
conversation
pepper.
is this is ADHD.
I know. We aren't even talking about crochet anymore. I put my
I
crochet
look.
down.
I'm just. I'm. But you know what though? Crochet is what brought us together. That doesn't mean that that's the, like our only thing. And
True.
you know,
I know.
I didn't know until we were doing uh the trivia night one that you were like you like friends.
Oh, I'm a Friends
I would
fanatic.
have never, ever pegged you as a person that liked Friends, just based on nothing other than you're evil and opposite of me. And so if I love it, you must hate it.
I love Friends. Friends, yeah.
That's,
We we recite Friends lines to each other randomly for no apparent reason.
oh yeah. Oh, must.
That's not even a word.
Okay.
That's a we say that in our house all the time.
Or as a moot point, so I'm on a Facebook group, it's a friends group, and it said like, uh, quote part of an episode, and if see if people can guess what it is. And I'm looking at other things, everybody's saying like pivot or, um, we were on a break, blah blah blah, right?
Right.
My favorite one, out of context. There I am. There I am. There I am.
On the copy machine.
The one where Joey does porn or whatever. That
He's
it's just like
they're having sex on the copy machine, and he's the copy repair guy.
I can't
There I
get to
am.
the copy machine,
There I
so
am. There I am. Brian, I don't have your email, friend. What's your email? And I will send you the information of this pattern.
a poor. Okay, you're saying poor boy, but you mean po' boy, right? I'm sorry, the Louisiana in me had to say something about that. Okay,
Oh
a po'
boy.
boy sandwich with some barbecue, Fritos,
Fritos.
and a dill pickle spear. Um, um,
Ew.
Okay, I have, because we have a snow cone stand right up the road. I have been curious, but I'm not curious enough to pay for a pickle snow cone because I have ice that I can shave or crush or whatever, and I got pickle juice, and that's just a cheap thing to me. I'm not going to pay for something that I can literally just, because every now and again, a hit of some pickle juice that really does something to your insides, and you know, just living our best life like that. Uh, yeah. Ooh,
All right,
a
I'll see if I can
gallon,
get it from Nancy.
a gallon of pickle juice. Ooh,
Gross, gross, gross.
I apologize. All right. Well, how is your riptide shawl?
That's what I've been working on. It's turned. I mean, after I had to frog it all the way back, it's actually coming out really nice.
Oh, that is really pretty.
Like, this is the narrow section, and this is where the wedges start. It is so. I have it upside down, but this is.
And that's regular crochet, right?
You're all you're doing is single crochets and one of the separator rows is slip stitch double crochet. You can see where it gets the texture
Okay,
on the separator rows.
wait. That thing is single crochet?
It's all single crochet.
Yep. See? Okay.
But it goes fast because you're doing short rows. Like I'm on a row of 21 stitches. You only do 3 rows of the long.
Really?
Then you get up here, yeah, you do 3 rows long. Then you get up here and you do the wedges. And I think at the most stitches you do on a wedge is 98 stitches. And then you're going back and forth until you're down to 7 stitches. Then you do the whole thing. Then you come back up and you do the short rows. Then you do the separator row and then one row. So you only do the whole long chain 3 times per section. That's why I'm like, you could do this. You're not always doing all 270 stitches.
It's see, when you said it again, my heart just started to.
But it's so pretty. Look how
Oh
pretty
no,
it is.
it's so pretty, so pretty. It's 270. It's the 270, and
Well,
it's not even like 270 chains. It's the 270 I cord, whatever. It's two. Okay. If I do it, if I try to do it again, I'm going to start with the foundation single crochet.
I think that will work.
Because
I think the I-cord is very, very similar to that.
Right.
But
because
I think
the only purpose it's serving is just to give you a nice clean edge, right?
Clean edge, but it also, because the I-cord's a little more stretchy
And see,
than
so the foundation single crochet is also stretchy. Okay.
So I think that's the whole point of that. So try
Okay.
doing that without with the. I think if my mind is right, I think that they're very, very similar. And it's
Well,
just gives
similar
you that
enough.
really beautiful clean edge.
Yeah, when I heard you explaining, like you just said, because it makes for a clean edge, I was the whole time I'm shouting at the TV, and I don't know why you didn't hear me. Why can't you just use a foundation single crochet?
You can.
All right. Wait. How long is this challenge?
You have to be done by the 15th. Actually,
March.
the 17th of July. Next week.
Um.
We've been going for 6 weeks, 8 weeks. We started June 15th.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, but and at the same time, I don't hear what you're. Okay. Has it really been that long?
Yes, we started June 15th. We were
Okay.
going to end it on July 15th, but I'm extending it a couple days to the 17th.
Okay.
So that'll give me the 18th to put the slideshow together, and we're going live on the 19th in the morning.
Gotcha. That would be Saturday, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a week from Saturday.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess blah 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 blah. I might, I might try to do it again. I'm not really worried about like finishing it on time because,
It's
but
such
if
a
I start
beautiful
it, if I
pattern.
like it really is pretty, and that's why it made me really mad that
Hi,
it was
Samantha.
okay. So the thing with me and counting, right? It's not even when I use stitch markers. Like I'm gonna say every 20 stitches, I'll put a stitch marker, and I'm fine with the first section, right? But then when I go to the second section, I can't remember if I put the stitch marker in the 20th stitch, or I confuse myself really, really quickly. So the more I have to count, the more confusing. I could spend an hour just recounting to make sure that my stitch number is right. And so that's why I try to stay away from long starting chains.
I'm sorry for you.
Why do you say it like that? Lynanne, I was opening up to you. I was laying my soul bare, and you just
I'm
say,
so sorry.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
Look, the struggle
The
of,
struggle is real.
well, I mean, but for real though, like ADHD, there's so many, like for all of the, I'm not gonna say the fun parts, but for all of the beneficial parts, right? Because there's a lot of benefits to ADHD, but the parts that aren't are really, really, really bad. And I feel like stress makes them worse. So in the past 2 months,
Yeah.
things have been really, really bad. So I I can't even like I can't focus enough to, like I said, count. And I didn't realize that was whatever day that kicked off, because that was when I started to do the chain, and I did the
Yeah.
whole thing, but then I couldn't understand
The short rows.
no, I didn't get that. I'm saying I did the chain, but I couldn't understand the I cord part of it, I think, or whatever. And because I was complaining to you the whole time, remember? You're like, just do it. And I'm like, well, you haven't done it yet. You're like, no, I'm working on blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, we'll see how she feels about it when she finally starts. And I kept waiting and I kept waiting. And then you're like, I started it, and your face was almost like, I can't believe how difficult this is. You're like, I started it, but, and I'm like, aha, here it comes. Because it was not easy, even though you definitely got further than I did, because I'm a quitter. But you had issues.
My only issue was I wasn't doing the short row decrease the correct way. And I had to watch the video a couple of times to see where I was making the mistake. It was definitely user error. It was not the pattern, it was me. And I couldn't figure out why my count kept being off. And it was because I was doing the short row decrease the wrong way. I was putting my hook for the second of the two decreases in the wrong place. And so, yeah, it's.
But see, that's why I think like a Makealong is helpful if you're able to have like, I guess like this, like a live kind of interaction, because it, there's a lot of times where, and again, this is like the whole ADHD thing, is the user error is not necessarily, putting the stitches in the wrong place, but because if you're reading the pattern, but the way you're translating it in your head to do it makes it not work, even though what you're doing is right. Like this, you're doing the right stitches, but not necessarily um in the right sequence or whatever. And so imagine that that's the issue, and you're by yourself and you can't figure out how to fix it, and you try to watch a video, but the whole time you're trying to compete with the person. It's like just one thing on top of another. And I had a pattern. I tested a pattern for somebody. I can't think of her name right now, and it was for a shawl. And she had the like, repeat steps, 5 through 9, 20 times. Well, she had little boxes over to the side that you could check off every time you did. And that was the most, I literally cried. Okay, bring it closer. What is this?
This is, so you're working on wedge number, say I'm currently on wedge number 10. So I mark off the first row of wedge number 10 has 70 stitches. And then you just go, right now I'm on the row that has 21 stitches. So it tells you wedge number 10, you go across till you have 7 stitches, and you have 10 rows into wedge number 10. So you know how many rows are in each wedge, and it tells you how many stitches in each row of the wedge, and I just mark them off so I know where I'm going.
It's okay. See, that right there would make me rejoice if it wasn't for, because I mean I did purchase the pattern, so that's in the pattern, or that's something you
It's
created?
in the pattern.
Okay,
It's in the pattern.
So that part is great, but the first part of it was just so intimidating.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, everybody, a lot of people are intimidated by the super long chains. I get it. It's a lot of counting. For me personally, I just broke it up into 50s because it was an easy number to break it up to. And I would count. And then when I hit 50, that's where the stitch marker went. Then I started 1, 2, 3 to 50 again. Stitch marker went. So you just got, like people say, they constantly have notes around them. So write it down what you're doing, and don't think of it as 270. Just think of it 50, 5 times plus 20.
Yeah. No, again, breaking it down makes sense. It's just
try doing it with the, I would be interested to see how it works out with the foundation row, the foundation single crochet row, because I think in theory they're the same thing. I may be wrong.
That's what it made.
I am not a professional. I just play one on YouTube.
Right.
And so I may be wrong.
Yeah.
But then again, I think it might be, oh man, do I have a mess? I think it might be, in theory, the same thing.
Okay. Well, I will give it a go. I'm pretty sure I still have whatever yarn I was going to use, or whatever that was.
And that's the other beauty of it. You don't have to have minis, you can use scraps, you can use, full skeins and just use little bits of it, because the first few wedges are using less than 10 grams of yarn. The last two, and I've got this all tangled, the last two use near or a little bit over of a 20-gram mini.
Oh, okay.
So you just gotta get some that are super close together in color and blend them together, or use bigger skeins.
But
So,
the
but the whole point of this was to use minis. That's why she wrote this pattern. It was for an advent.
Right. Okay.
That she wrote this for. So it was for minis.
And then one full skein of a solid color?
And one full skein of a solid color.
Okay.
And, well, there's another version where you can do the wedges in your main color and do the separator rows in the minis.
Okay.
So you use less of the minis. So you would need not full skeins, but you need 2 skeins of the other color, and then use the minis as the separator rows.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
And I've seen
see,
those
okay, yeah.
are
I
beautiful.
remembered looking at that and I couldn't y'all, I'm
Okay, we get it.
No, it's just some things are just not easy when you like I don't know, the first pattern that I had somebody test for me was the Pursuing Peace shawl. And when I saw her finished version, it had a weird edge. And then I had someone else test it and they had the same weird edge, but yet whenever I made it, it didn't. And I could not, and I still honestly don't know how that weird edge keeps showing up. It's like I know how to do the stitch, but am I like doing something extra that I didn't write down? Am I assuming that the people know how to do this right? But so I think that's like a lot of crochet patterns are not, everybody's talking about like size inclusive, what's the word? Inclusivity?
Inclusivity.
Is that the word? Did I just
Yep.
make that? Okay. So, which is fine, but I've got my I think I'll have to do a, a, a chit chat cafe on my feelings about that. But um with patterns, I feel like some of them are too wordy in the wrong areas, and
A lot of
most
patterns get too wordy for me.
but most of them are not wordy enough in the right places. And
there's a lot of patterns I'm like, why is this? Why do I need all of this extra stuff? I didn't need to do any of that.
But it's kind of like a sewing pattern though, because like for a while, sewing patterns were written in such a way that I mean, an example of that, like when Simplicity started reissuing their 1940s patterns that they took and they redid for like our time now, and the patterns from the 1940s may have had like 3 pages of instruction, whereas the new one has like 10 pages of instruction, because back in the 1940s more people were sewing, so they just omitted the basic information, like you need to base this and you need to pre-wash your it was already like known information, so they kind of went with, we understand that you understand that, so let's just do this. And sometimes that works. I feel like they should maybe have a beginner version of a pattern, and then also a we don't need the beginning information version, like, what I'm saying, like a beginner and an advanced only.
Right.
And I don't like when patterns are cut off a certain way. So like if they have like all of the sizes from extra small to triple XL, but it's all on one page. So I'd have to almost print the whole pattern just so I can get my size. I don't like that, but I also don't like when they put it in parentheses. I've got weird issues now that I'm thinking about it. No, I think I would
I don't mean
prefer.
to cut you off, but I'm cutting you off. Brian, I got you. I
Oh,
got
sorry.
your email. I sent you the text. I got to go, guys. Tom
Okay.
needs me. I don't know what's going on. So I
Okay.
got a boogie.
Okay.
So thank you all for hanging out with us for a couple of hours. We appreciate
Yes.
you.
Yes.
If you want something from me, send me your email. I've got Jaxie's. Don't worry about it. So, but thank you all for hanging out with me. Love you all. I
Thanks.
appreciate you all. And
Bye.
it's been a fun
Happy
afternoon.
anniversary.
We'll do it again. Love you
Okay.
guys. Bye.
Bye.